Hey, you're one of the part-timers, right? Why are you in the company's group chat?
Excuse me? And you are?
Are you serious? I'm Frank, the VP. Why is some part-time lady asking me who I am?
I'm sorry, I just didn't recognize you.
I don't know who you are either. I don't know how you got into this group chat, but you need to remove yourself right now. VP's orders.
Actually, I'm not a part-timer.
Oh, so you're a temp then. Doesn't matter either way. You've been popping in and out of the office since last week. You're clearly low-level staff. Everyone else is probably too polite to say anything because you're older than them. Good thing I'm here. Get out of the group chat.
I was officially invited into this group. Leaving on my own would actually be rude to everyone here.
Who on earth would invite you? Drop the act. That kind of lie gets spotted instantly.
It's not a lie. How do you expect me to prove that to you?
Ha! Can't even make your own decisions? Always asking others what to do. That's a failure of a professional.
I see.
And another thing, why do you keep wandering around the office like you belong here? I've seen you in the break room. I've seen you on the floor talking to my staff. What exactly do you think you're doing?
Having conversations? Is that a problem?
It is when you're distracting full-time employees from their work, yes. People here have targets to hit. We don't have time to babysit whoever corporate sends down for filing.
I'm not here for filing.
Right, sure. Look, I don't know what your job title says on paper, but I know what I see. And what I see is someone who doesn't belong in this group chat, talking to people above her pay grade.
You formed quite a detailed opinion of someone you've never spoken to before today.
I've been running this branch for 3 years. I know every person on this floor. I don't know you. That tells me everything I need to know.
Does it?
Wait a minute. You're not the one behind all those locker thefts we've been having, are ya?
Excuse me?
That's it. You came in as a temp, and you planned to steal whatever you could and disappear.
That's completely wrong. What are you talking about? Don't make accusations without evidence.
Evidence? I can get that easy. Something about you has felt off to me from the start.
Felt off? You just learned I existed 2 minutes ago.
Shut up! For someone at the bottom, you sure make a point of schmoozing with full-time staff. You think you're being clever, but you can't fool me!
Good grief. There's no reasoning with this person.
Of course not! We're not on the same intellectual level! Honestly, you should probably just quit. You're way out of your league here!
Why would I quit?
Because people like us, the elite, don't want you in the way, obviously. We've got corporate sending someone important down, and we don't need some old lady cluttering the place up. Stop sitting around like you own the place. Get out of here!
All right, I'll head out.
I'll throw water on you if you don't move. And don't bother coming back tomorrow. I'm gonna make sure everyone knows you're the locker thief. You'll get nothing but cold stares if you show up again.
What do you mean you'll make sure they know?
Who? Figure of speech. I've been running my own investigation, and I've basically already got proof it's you. I'll make sure it gets out, so don't come back.
But if you already have proof that I'm the culprit, isn't it a bit risky to just let me walk away?
I'm showing you some mercy here. Besides, the company's gonna press charges regardless. Whether you show up tomorrow or not won't change a thing.
I'm not the culprit.
That's what every criminal says. Get ready to be taken to court.
One more question before I go.
What now?
How long have the thefts been happening?
Why do you want to know that? Trying to figure out if your timeline holds up? Too bad, it all points to you!
I've only been at this office for 4 days.
Plenty of time to case the place.
The theft started before I arrived, didn't they?
That's not... Look, I'm not discussing the details of an active investigation with a suspect. Get out!
Of course. Have a good evening, Frank.
Don't call me by my first name. I'm your superior.
So, what did the hidden security camera footage show?
Yeah, Executive Vice President Frank's behavior is definitely suspicious. There's footage of him coming back to the locker room after he should have already changed and left for the day. He has his own private office, so there's really no reason for him to be in the staff locker room at all.
I see, but we don't know what he was actually doing inside, right?
Exactly. We can't put a camera inside the locker room. That would be a privacy violation. The company would be the one in trouble.
So at this point, we don't have clear-cut proof that Frank is the thief.
Of course not. I've got a great idea. I'll act as bait.
Bait?
Yes, Frank and I actually share a hobby, horse racing. He's always liked me because of it. I'll explain the details later. By the way, I saw you talking with him in the hallway earlier.
That man has serious problems, and not just the theft. Even if he weren't stealing, someone like that has no business being a VP.
I know, he's talented professionally, but he has this habit of looking down on everyone. Honestly, a lot of employees can't stand him.
That's what I was afraid of.
The tricky part is that he does deliver results at work.
Results at work are irrelevant. I wish I'd been told about a VP like this sooner.
I'm so sorry.
No, this isn't your fault. You're only a few years into the company. Expecting a junior employee to report a VP to corporate headquarters in America, that's a tall order. I'm not blaming you. A lot of this is on me for not making a site visit sooner.
Still.
If anything, I'm grateful you're willing to help me with this. This can't be easy for you.
Not at all! I was the first person Frank stole from. If the president is willing to find the culprit, I'm happy to do whatever I can to help.
That's reassuring. Can I ask, what did he take from you the first time?
My wallet. I had about $340 in cash in it, plus my transit card. I thought I'd just misplaced it at first. You don't want to believe a coworker would do something like that.
No, you wouldn't.
It was only after the second and third incidents that people started talking. By then, there had been 6 thefts total. Everyone was on edge.
6. And no one reported it up the chain?
People were scared. Frank had already made it known that he thought the culprit was a new hire. No one wanted to be the one to push back on the VP.
I see. That explains a great deal. How did he react when others brought up the thefts in conversation?
He'd get loud about it, go on about how he was personally investigating. If anyone asked for details, he'd wave them off and say he had it handled. Looking back, I think he was trying to control the narrative from the start.
Almost certainly. All right, let's talk more in a bit.
Yep, Sounds good. You're flying back to the States tonight, right?
Yes, if I'd known things had gotten this bad here, I would have stayed longer.
Don't worry, leave the rest to my plan.
All right, thank you. I'm counting on you. Though, let me handle the direct dealings with Frank.
Of course, I'll leave that to you.
One more thing, Tom.
Yes?
Be careful. Don't let on that we've spoken. Act exactly as you normally would around him.
Understood. Honestly, that shouldn't be hard. He's always talking to me about racing. I'll just let him lead.
Good. Walk me through the plan.
Tomorrow morning, I'll tell Frank I hit it big at the track, a win large enough that any thief would find it tempting. I'll mention I have the physical ticket on me, that I couldn't bear to leave it at home.
And the bag with the camera inside will be accessible.
Right, he won't be able to resist. If he's been stealing from the locker room this whole time, a big payout is exactly what pushes him over the edge.
The camera in the bag. How confident are you in this setup?
I tested it twice. The motion sensor activates the moment the zipper moves. The angle catches whoever opens it directly in the face, and the footage is time-stamped.
That's solid. Well done.
I just want this to be over. Everyone here is tired of being afraid to leave their things at work.
I understand. This will be over soon. One thing, when the trap is set, do not confront him yourself. Let him take the bait. Don't say a word.
You want to be the one to confront him?
Yes, I'll handle it from my end.
Even from across the ocean?
Distance won't be a problem. Trust me.
Okay, I trust you.
And Tom, thank you for trusting me with this. I know it took courage.
You flew all the way out here. The least I can do is help make the trip worthwhile. Hey, Frank, you're into horse racing, right? Of course, Tom. We've gone together, remember? You are not gonna believe this. I just won big on a race. $800,000! 800,000? I figured I'd go big to try and win back what was stolen from me. I'm honestly buzzing right now. I don't think I'll be able to focus on work this afternoon. I keep pulling out my ticket to look at it. Did you buy the ticket online? I'm old school. I always buy in person. Incredible. So where's the ticket now? You're keeping it safe, right? Leaving it at home felt too risky, so I figured I'd carry it with me. It's in my bag right now. Are you serious? You just got robbed and you're putting it in your bag? That's exactly why. It's the last place anyone would look. Even a thief wouldn't think to target me again, right? So I figured the locker was perfect. Pretty clever, don't you think? All right, that's something. 800 grand. Impressive. Congrats. Thanks. Let's go to the track together again sometime. Yeah, definitely. What race was it? The 340 at Oak Ridge. Long shot paid out huge. You bet on a long shot with an $800,000 payout? What were the odds? Honestly, I wasn't thinking clearly. I just wanted to feel like I got something back after the locker thing. I threw more at it than I should have. Ended up being the best decision I ever made. How much did you put in? Enough that I would have felt pretty sick if I lost. Let's leave it at that. You always did have instincts at the track, I'll give you that. You taught me most of what I know, honestly. Ha! That's true. Hey, listen, you should put that winning somewhere safe tonight. Don't leave the ticket lying around. Yeah, you're right. I'll take care of it after work. For now, it stays in the bag. Out of sight, out of mind. Right, yeah, makes sense. Good work today, Tom. Keep your head down this afternoon. Will do. Thanks, Frank.
Frank, there's no exit record for you today. Are you still in the building?
What? Who is this? Why are you giving me orders?
You haven't completed your sign-out. Why not?
I just forgot to check out on my way out. It happens all the time.
Employees leaving directly from an outside visit don't need to check out, that's true. But when leaving the office at the end of the day, checkout is required.
I told you, why are you lecturing me? I'm the VP here. Who do you think you are?
You're putting on quite the tough act, but you're in a very bad spot right now, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You're locked inside the staff locker room right now, aren't you?
What?
After everyone had clocked out and gone home for the day, you snuck into the locker room and went through the lockers. And then, someone locked the door from outside.
What is going on? Did you set me up?
Nobody set you up. The security guard simply did his job. Locking up the building is his responsibility.
What is going on? Who are you?
Or perhaps you plan to spend the night in the locker room. Actually, that would make sense. It would explain why you have no checkout record. You were that eager to get into Tom's locker, were you?
What?
You heard he'd won big at the races, and you couldn't help yourself. And he was careless enough to leave his locker key sitting on top of his desk. You saw your chance.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anything about Tom's locker key. I just dozed off in the locker room after work and got locked in. That's all.
You, with your own private office, dozed off in the staff locker room?
It happens sometimes.
I see. Then explain this footage.
What? What is this?
A camera hidden inside Tom's bag. It activates via motion sensor when the bag is opened. The person opening this bag is clearly you.
What the? Are you kidding me? Tom, that little snake. I treated him well and he set me up.
This is the clearest possible evidence that you are the locker thief. How do you plan to talk your way out of this?
Putting a camera in someone's bag, that's an invasion of privacy! You can't just do that!
There's no camera in the locker room. There's only a camera inside a bag, and the only face in the footage is yours.
That argument doesn't hold up! This is a setup! Some low-level staff member got rattled by me and hired someone I know to frame me!
You still won't admit it.
And you're the locker thief! I have evidence that proves you're the one who did it!
Oh, let's see it.
I'll present it at the office tomorrow. Enjoy the suspense, thief!
All right, but what are you going to do tonight? You're still locked in the locker room.
I told you I'm not in the locker room. I'm already home. I just forgot to check out.
Then you won't mind if I ask security to do a final sweep of the building.
Go ahead. Nothing to find.
They'll start with the staff locker room.
Fine. Maybe I'm still here, so what? I was just waiting for the crowds to clear out. Rush hour is brutal.
Of course.
This doesn't prove anything. I was in the building late. That's not a crime.
No, but the footage from Tom's bag is considerably more specific.
That footage is fake, edited. She did it.
She.
That woman, the part-timer, whatever she is.
The woman you told to leave the premises this morning.
Yes, her. She's behind all this.
You told her not to come back tomorrow. You told her you'd spread word that she was the thief. And yet somehow she managed to set you up in the hours between leaving the building and now.
She had help. The whole thing is coordinated.
By whom?
I don't know yet, but I'll find out.
You were also the one who said, and I'm quoting, "I'll make sure everyone knows you're the locker thief." You said you'd have evidence ready. How exactly were you planning to produce that?
Investigation! I told you I've been investigating.
And your investigation led you to the staff locker room at 7 p.m. after everyone had gone home.
I was following a lead.
In the locker room.
Yes!
Tom's locker, specifically.
I don't know whose locker I was near. It's a locker room. There are many lockers.
All right then. I look forward to tomorrow.
You thought you had me, but too bad. Let's see who people believe, a part-time temp or a VP. This should be fun. See? The thief is that part-time woman. The footage of me was doctored by her. I've been set up. You've been ranting about this since you walked in, but who on earth is going to believe that? But I showed everyone the proof. There's a video of her opening a locker in the locker room. Frank, I think you need to watch that video again more carefully. That's clearly you in a long-haired wig. No, she's in disguise. She hid her face and put on a dress shirt. Please, just give it up. Don't tell me to give it up. I'm the VP. You can't just pin this on me. Frank, there's something really important you seem to have missed. What? What important thing? That woman is our company's president and CEO. What? Who do you mean? What are you talking about? The woman you've been calling the part-time old lady. She's the CEO who flew in from the American headquarters. What? No, wait, that can't be right. Wait, what? You thought she was a convenient person to pin your crimes on, but the target couldn't have been worse. Hold on. Seriously? Is this actually real? Yes, it's real. You've been screaming all morning that the CEO is the locker thief. Who in the world is gonna believe that? No, this has to be a lie. And the evidence you brought in? It's just footage of you in a wig in the locker room. Wasn't putting a camera in a locker room a privacy violation just yesterday? The contradiction is kind of staggering. Wait, what do I do now? You have to apologize to the CEO, Frank. Come clean about everything. Damn it! How did it come to this? You set me up! You betrayed me! You're the one who betrayed first! You went through my locker and stole my wallet! Tch! Frank, what? I liked you. I actually looked up to you when I first joined. You knew the industry, you were sharp, people respected you. Don't! I'm not saying this to make you feel worse. I'm saying it because it matters. You didn't have to become this. You chose it. The gambling, the debts, the stealing from people who trusted you. None of that was inevitable. You don't know anything about my situation. I know you stole $340 from me. I know you stole from 5 other people. I know you tried to frame a woman you'd never even met. That's enough to know. Go apologize. It's the only move you have left. Fine. CEO, where are you right now? There's something I really need to say to you in person.
I've already returned to the United States. If you have something to say it here.
I am truly, deeply sorry. I didn't know you were the CEO.
That's beside the point. What are you going to do from here?
What am I gonna do? Honestly, I'd like to ask you that. What's gonna happen to me?
You can't even decide your own fate, needing to ask others for every answer. That's not exactly professional, is it?
You're right. I know you're right, but I genuinely want to make this right. I'll do better, I promise.
Your character and your conduct both have fundamental problems. The company cannot continue to employ you.
Yes, I know. Being fired is fair. This is my fault. I'll accept it and reflect on what I've done.
You seem relieved that just being fired is getting off easy, but it won't end there. You will also need to pay full damages to everyone you stole from.
Yes, of course, I understand that.
And beyond that, fabricating evidence and attempting to frame me for theft. I will be pursuing that in court.
What? You mean a lawsuit?
What else would it be? My reputation was significantly damaged. And the employees you stole from, they aren't satisfied with simply getting their belongings back.
Please, a lawsuit isn't necessary. I'll make full financial restitution, I promise.
Of course, you'll pay restitution, that goes without saying, but a formal apology is also required. Surely you understand that?
So I lose my job, I pay back what I took, I apologize formally? Isn't that enough? Isn't that more than enough?
You stood in a company group chat and accused me of theft without a shred of evidence. You threatened me. You told me not to come back. You told me you'd make sure people believed I was the criminal. And then you fabricated video footage to back that up.
The video was... I panicked. It was a bad call.
A bad call.
I know how it sounds.
Do you? Because from where I'm sitting, it looks like a calculated attempt to destroy someone's credibility to save your own. That's not panic. That's predatory.
Come on! CEO, I have debt! My mother back home, she's ill and...
Ill?
I needed money for her medical bills, and I made a terrible mistake going into the locker room.
I see. Should I call your family home to verify that? Or would you like to come clean right now?
It was a lie. The truth is I have gambling debts.
There we go. A small step toward being a better person. Last night, and this so-called evidence you claimed proved I was a thief. You have a tendency to dig in on transparent lies.
I've contributed a lot to this company. As VP, I've delivered strong results.
You believe strong performance gives you the right to steal from people?
No, that's not what I mean. But at this rate, I won't even be able to pay rent. What am I supposed to do?
Maybe rent a locker room. You do seem rather fond of spending your nights in one. Frank cleaned out his desk and left the company. He was ordered to pay damages and compensation to the 3 employees he had stolen from, as well as a settlement to the CEO, leaving him buried in debt. The incident spread through the industry, and Frank found himself effectively blacklisted. Unable to find work anywhere, he eventually returned to his hometown, and no one quite knows what became of him. From what was heard, his gambling habit had already driven his family away long before this, and he was likely living a very difficult life. One can only hope he truly reflected on how badly he had wronged the people around him. As for the CEO, she returned to her role at American headquarters the same as ever. Taking the incident as a lesson, she has committed to stronger communication between corporate and its branches, and to building a healthier, more open working environment across the entire company.